Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your favorite English bulletin, The News. We're broadcasting live from TVT studios here in Lomé. Here are the headlines. Amid West Africa's ongoing security and political crisis, President of the Council for Ssouana Gnassingbé stands out as a consistent and trusted mediator. Regularly involved in dialogue and conflict resolution efforts, his diplomatic missions reflect a broader African push for lasting peace and regional stability. We'll bring you more on his efforts shortly. Senator Henry Kujolu Dogu's new book, A l'ombre du Baobab, launched Saturday in Lomé, reflects on his years with the late President Eyadema and preserves a key part of Togo's political history. The launch brought together political figures, academics, and members of the public to honor his legacy. Stay with us, details coming up shortly. It is always a pleasure to have you join us. In a West Africa shaken by security and political crisis, President of the Council for Ssouana Gnassingbé continues to stand out as a consistent mediator. Frequently called upon in dialogue processes and conflict resolution efforts, the President of the Council carries out successive diplomatic missions and strengthens commitments towards lasting peace on the continent, a role that fits into a broader African diplomatic efforts in the service of stability. Kwesi Glay tells us more in this report.
Amid growing security challenges in the sub-region, the President of the Council for Ssouana Gnassingbé continues his unwavering mission to promote peace, dialogue, and stability across Africa. From Mali to Guinea through Burkina Faso, he has managed to re-establish dialogue where words has become scarce. He has rebuilt trust where the sounds of weapons once prevailed. Guided by a commitment to peace, the President of the Council played a decisive role in mediating tensions between the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Republic of Rwanda, a delicate assignment entrusted to him by the African Union to further reinforce and sustain peace and security on the continent, particularly in the Great Lakes region, the Sahel, and coastal West Africa. The second edition of the Lomé Peace and Security Forum was held in Togo's capital. This initiative reflects the consistent leadership of President Faure Gnassingbé, advancing dialogue, cooperation, and lasting peace. Recently, Faure Gnassingbé also represented Africa at the Akbar process in Italy, addressing pressing security concerns, including the fight against violent extremism and jihadism in the Sahel. In the case of Burkina Faso, Lomé plays a strategic and central role before any diplomatic engagement with Washington. Burkinabés have to pass through Togo, a clear sign of the country's growing influence and the rising prominence of Togolese diplomacy in the regional dynamics.
With his new book, A l'ombre du Baobab, that is Under the Shadows of the Baobab Tree, Senator Henry Kujolu Dogu opens a rare window into his years alongside the late President Gnassingbé Eyadema. More than a memoir, the book, launched on Saturday at Hotel de Février in Lomé, stands as a patriotic work of remembrance, preserving a key chapter of Togo's political history. Here is the highlight of the dedication ceremony with Ahwefa Nujuga.
20 years after the passing of the father of the nation, the late General Gnassingbé Eyadema, tributes continue through literature and arts. In Lomé, the Honorable Senator of the Fifth Republic, Henry Kujolu Dogu, launched his book titled In the Shadow of the Baobab, a 352-page account published by Grain de Pensée.
L'auteur nous livre donc dans cet ouvrage, me semble-t-il, à la fois autobiographique.
This work, both autobiographical and a tribute to General Eyadema, reflects the author's experience as a deeply committed, loyal, and a close witness to the former head of state. The chapters, beyond their historical value, vividly and poignantly recount key moments of his journey lived in the shadow of the baobab.
De son parcours à l'ombre du baobab.
The launch ceremony began with a minute of silence in memory of General Eyadema. It was held at night at the Hôtel du 2 Février in the presence of the President of the Senate, Barry Moussa Baké, representing the President of the Council for Eswazimna Nyasingbe, as well as numerous political and academic figures. More than just a book launch, the event felt like a national gathering, underscoring the symbolic and historical significance of the work. In the shadow of the baobab stand as a moral and spiritual legacy offered to present and future generations.
Competition intensifies in the African insurance market. The demand for credible, dynamic, and client-focused industry has become urgent. These challenges are the heart of the 121st Ordinary Session of the Regional Insurance Control Commission, which opened on Monday in Lomé under the banner of the Inter-African Conference on Insurance Markets. For 5 days, experts in the industry are working to identify solutions to boost confidence, strengthen regulation, and also better protect policyholders in the insurance sector. Awifonu Shugan tells us more in this report.
This insurance sector is confronting a range of critical challenges: the growing need to protect lives and property, the worsening environmental climate, rapid digitalization, the emergence of artificial intelligence, evolving business models, and above all, the persistence of unethical practices. These pressing issues are at the center of the 5-day agenda of the Regional Insurance Supervisory Commission. This session serves as a cornerstone of regional governance, a clear demonstration of solidarity among insurance markets, and a strong commitment to protecting policyholders. It reflects the collective determination to meet the increasing demand of populations under all circumstances.
Le non-paiement diligent des sinistres occupe une place particulièrement préoccupante. Il est inacceptable que
the failure of certain insurers to settle non-life claims remains deeply concerning. It is unacceptable that some companies continue to delay payment through stalling tactics, bureaucratic hurdles, and administrative loopholes. Under the decisive leadership of President of the Council for Eswazimna Nyasingbe, the Togolaise government has made it clear such negligence will no longer be tolerated. Insurance only fulfills its purpose when the promise of compensation is honored through timely, fair, and transparent payments. The era of delay must give way to an era of responsibility and discipline.
La responsabilité et de la rigueur.
For the Inter-African Conference of Insurance Markets, the objective is clear: to continue working tirelessly towards a common goal, building and sustaining lasting trust between insurers and the insured.
And as we are in the month of October, dubbed Pink October, as cancer remains a major public health concern. Prevention, however, is still the most effective way to reduce the risks and take action before it is too late. How can cancer be prevented? The answers are explored in this report. Let's watch. Cancer, a single word that can change a life forever. It is a devastating disease that disrupts lives worldwide. However, experts agree that many cases can be prevented by adopting healthy habits.
Il y a certains comportements qui influencent le risque du cancer.
Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption are well-known risk factors that significantly increase cancer risk. Alongside avoiding these, maintaining a balanced diet plays a crucial role in prevention. A diet rich in vegetables, fruits, and legumes such as beans, moringa leaves, spinach, and soy can help reduce the risk of cancer. These foods contain natural compounds that combat inflammation and abnormal cell growth. Conversely, limiting red meat consumption is strongly recommended as high intake has been linked to increased cancer risk.
Il faut surtout réduire la viande rouge.
Prevention also includes early detection. Experts say cancers discovered at an early stage are far more treatable and offer better chances of full recovery. This is particularly true for breast cancer, which can be cured completely if detected promptly. During Pink October, awareness campaigns emphasize the importance of regular breast self-examinations and mammography screenings. Performing a self-exam is simple and can be done even at home. Standing in front of a mirror, one should use the fingertips to gently press the entire breast area, including the region between the breast and collarbone, checking for any lumps or unusual changes. Pressing the nipple can also help detect abnormal discharge. It is important to dispel certain myths surrounding breast cancer prevention.
Ce n'est pas la succion du mari qui est vraiment quelque chose de profitable.
Suction of the breast by a partner offers no protective benefits. On the other hand, breastfeeding has been shown to activate natural protective mechanisms in the breast, highlighting another reason to support and encourage breastfeeding.
Qui protège le sein.
Ultimately, prevention remains the most effective defense against cancer. Healthy eating habits, avoiding harmful behaviors, regular screening, and timely action saves lives, protect communities, and offers hope for a future where cancer no longer carries the same devastating toll. This Pink October, let us commit to making prevention a priority, not only for ourselves, but for generations to come. Prevention is definitely important in protecting ourselves against cancer, especially breast cancer. Moving on, the Miabo Corporate Social Responsibility Days 2025 closed with a vibrant gala in Lome celebrating 5 days of innovation, commitment, and progress in sustainable development. The event brought together key players from business, government, and civil society, highlighting a growing movement that sees responsible business practices not as a burden, but as a driving force for lasting change. Kwesi Glay tells us more in this report.
A gala evening was held to beautifully conclude the first edition of the Miabo RSC Days 2025. This landmark event, organized by Miabo Magazine under Africa World, took place from the 14th to 18th of October at the Palais de Congrès in Lome, Togo. It brought together companies, institutions, CSR sectors, professionals, and distinguished guests, all united to celebrate achievements, innovations, and commitment to sustainable development. The event featured conferences, workshops, exhibitions, and competition designed to foster dialogue and share solutions for corporate social responsibility and sustainability challenges. During the gala, Excellence Awards were presented to several organizations and individuals who stood out for their outstanding contribution to promoting CSR. More than just awarding excellence, MEDA 2025 has become a key platform for connecting stakeholders from the public and private sectors, civil society, and academia, emphasizing the importance of integrating sustainable development goals into national strategies. This event set a strong precedent for future initiatives aimed at building a more sustainable and responsible society across Togo and the wider West African region.
That brings us to the end of today's edition. Thanks to my wonderful team and to you, cherished viewers, for watching. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates. And remember that greater is He that lives in you than he that lives in the Lord. Have a wonderful evening. See you next time. Goodbye.